Hello and welcome to my organic Macon, Georgia garden. I'm Lisa Ann Spencer. It's been about a month since I've checked in, and that's because I haven't even been in the garden, I don't think, in a month. Actually, I've been once or twice, but it was just to take a walk and to gather a few dry seeds. It's been too hot. It's been miserable. We did start getting some rain, which was a bit of a relief, but I had just pretty much written the garden off because it just seemed like an uphill battle. It was very unpleasant and quite miserable. So, but anyway, I mean, there's still some things like alive, and I'll show you what's here, but it'll be a really quick tour. And also have a little announcement for those of you who only follow my garden channel. You may not have heard that our family is moving to Kentucky. So this could be the last my organic Macon, Georgia garden. What I would really like to do is I am going to have to clean the garden out because I want it to look nicer than it does right now when we list the house for sale. So I'm probably going to go in there and pull out anything that's looking really ragged and bad and maybe go to Lowe's or Tractor Supply and grab whatever plants they have available. It's still really too hot to be trying to plant cabbage and broccoli and things like that. But you know, we'll see. I'll decide about that, and of course the house won't sell too quickly. So we could be here a little bit longer, and so I may have one more episode, gardening collaboration. And speaking of which, in the description box below will be the list of people who participate in the monthly collaboration. This is hosted by Victoria over at Home Educating the Mad Lads. So do check out her channel and the other gardeners. There's gardeners from all over, some in the UK and some here in the United States. So anyway, just going to flip the camera around, take you on a quick tour, and basically say a farewell to the garden, because even if I do come back, it'll be completely changed because I'm going to rip out lots of stuff. Of course, plants and things that I can carry with me, I will load up with my husband and take to a rental house. And so like all my pots, and I'll be digging up some things that I know I don't want to leave here and take with me. So also, a little warning, the grass got like really high back here. Of course, it started raining after the heat and the drought, and it rained and rained and rained and rained and rained and rained, and then it rained some more. And the grass was like knee deep, and it looks like we baled hay back here. My husband brought the big lawnmower back and ran through it, but there's places that you can't reach with it. Nobody's come out with a push mower. It's kind of shameful looking, but it is what it is. So again, let's turn around and just take a look. I'm not going to linger too much. Just, you've been on this walk with me so many times. My pump stopped working. And of course, hey, look, there's my silk flowers. They still look good as they did last month. There's a pretty little canna lily blooming. The figs, most of them are gone. What we didn't eat, the birds ate. They were really good. Glad we got at least a small harvest. There's some zinnias still blooming. There's some coneflowers hiding behind there. It's gotten really bushy. Oh, look, a wild something like a squash growing on the steps. It's pretty barren over here. It stays barren. This is all full of mint, but it gets so hot and dry this time of year that it just dies back. Yeah, not much going on. There are a few morning glories over here that are blooming, as you can see, but of course it's late in the day, so they're starting to fade. Still looks pretty. And I do have some muscadines. They're not ripe yet. Oh, here's one that might be ripe. Oh yeah, pick that one and taste. These are just the sweetest and best. And there's some kind of cross that my father-in-law gave me, so I don't think I'll be able to dig it up without damaging it, so maybe I'll just try to save some seeds and see what happens. A storm knocked a big limb off of the big pine tree here onto the top of my swing and broke the top, so that's rather sad. And you see what I mean about baling hay. There is tall grass. Look out there at the asparagus. It's starting to get brown and die back, but it's just covered in heaps of grass where we have mowed but not weed eated. The poor elephant ears, they're not going to get any bigger this year because they were just too hot. Everybody knows that. Everybody everywhere knows that it was a really hot year. My Confederate Rose looks really good, and I'm going to try to take some cuttings. It will be blooming in the next couple of months. And the beautyberry, the berries have turned blue. They're really pretty. And as much as I would like to save that, I think I'll just have to go back to my mother-in-law's house in the woods and try to maybe get another one. 4 o'clocks mostly have all gone to seed. Oh look, my turmeric is blooming. That's always nice. I will dig up turmeric and take with me. Coneflowers, and I've been saving seeds from cleome and such, and this one, that's my Turk's cap hibiscus. I will certainly be saving seeds from this. There's another one. This came from like a cousin to my grandmother. Very special seeds. All right, well, let's head to the garden. The sun is really bright, so I'm kind of blinded out here. Oh, all my strawberries died. No matter how much I watered them, they just got so dry. There's a few little sparse ones struggling, and then all weeds down here. Of course, the weeds always do great, don't they, under any conditions. My rose is still blooming every now and then. It's really very pretty. I wish I could take this with me. Gotta stop and smell the roses. They are very fragrant. That's turmeric over here in the corner. I've got gladiolus and leeks, elephant garlic. I should like to dig up some of those and take with me. All right, let's go into the garden. I must hate going in here. The ants, even though the pest control has been here lots, it really doesn't matter. Can you see those? Is it focusing? Oh, look at all the weeds. It'll take me forever to get these weeds, and there's watermelon. Oh, look it. There's a melon. Oh, there's several melons. Melons like heat. Still green. You can tell that the stem is still very green, and the little tendril there is still green. When that turns brown, it'll be ready. So maybe we'll actually get some watermelons. The marigolds that I sowed have done really well. Some of my cowpeas over here, my yard-long beans, the aphids were on them when I showed them to you last time, and there's some seeds which I may collect, but the aphids just desiccated them along with the heat. What else? Apple tree still barely hanging on. That one's dead. Pear trees are looking good down there. I almost hate to wade through. Here's 2 other watermelons. I planted 2 different kinds. Let's see. Oh, that tendril is starting to dry. So when it gets dry all the way to there, this one will be ready. So hey, we're going to have us a melon at least. That's good news. Pretty zinnias. Oh, I forgot about my dad's willow leaf butter beans. And look, there are some green ones. So hopefully those will go on to seed before next month, and I can gather those and take them with me. There's another melon. It looks pretty bad though. But look, the tendril is completely dry, so I think I may actually, is it yellow on the belly? Slightly. I may pick that one and take it in, see if it's any good. There's a beautiful marigold. Look, there's a little watermelon that's not going to make it. There's some cowpeas. So this side over here I had planted mostly in cowpeas everywhere that, where I dug the garlic, harvested something else, I don't remember now. But oh yeah, I see there's quite a few cowpeas. There's one that's even almost gone to seed. So I need to get out here and harvest. Yeah, there's quite a few. You see all those peas hanging there? That'll make a good supper one night. There's even a watermelon under there. Funny. This is that amaranth grain. It's beautiful. Might actually get to harvest some grain and try that. Cook it up for breakfast. Let's see. Am I going to walk through here? And we have had snake problems over with our chickens. Been eating up our eggs faster than we can collect them. My green beans have really dried, and I've come out here and picked the dry beans, and I'll have to come back again and do one more batch. But cowpeas, a sea of cowpeas. Cowpeas is always a great idea to plant late when you don't have any idea what else to plant, because they add nutrition to the soil. It's a nice cover crop, provides you with, you know, a meal. Alrighty, so there's the other amaranth. And it looks like it has been mostly eaten up by cucumber beetles. A few zinnias. The amaranth is pretty to look at. Oh, there goes a little lizard. Don't know if you saw it. My pepper plants, they're drying. I could harvest those. This one over here is loaded down. This is the cayenne. Some of them have dried. Alrighty, and that's it, people. That is really just it. So it'll look completely different if I do get a chance to show you, you know, a video before we move. That's barring our house selling very quickly. I'm gonna grab this melon. See if I can just carry it by its. I'd be so disappointed if it's not ripe. And I can't let you know till later, so maybe in the morning I'll try to cut this one open and show you. All right, that's it. Got my watermelon here in my lap. It's very small and sweating down because, you know, it's the hot, humid South. 80, 90, almost 90 degrees, probably 80-something% humidity. I will be glad, I think, for Kentucky weather. We've not lived in Kentucky before, and we may actually be living in Indiana because we're going to be all the way up in the northern end of Kentucky. So I do look forward to that, and of course I'll have a garden, and eventually I will have my organic wherever Indiana garden. So hopefully those will be coming up in the next few months, and check back with me in a month and see you know, if we're still here. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you next time.